Hello, and welcome to this brief overview of checks in Morpheus. The monitoring system in Morpheus is comprised of individual checks. A check is created for every container or VM that is provisioned through Morpheus. Checks are type-aware, meaning Morpheus has several different built-in check types that are selected based on the service or instance type that is being provisioned. There are also fallback check types for more generic use cases, which is largely what we'll be covering here. To view the checks, go to Monitoring, Checks. Checks can be customized to run custom queries, check queue sizes, adjust severity levels, and check intervals. A check can have 4 health states. They are healthy, error, warning, and unknown. When a check test fails, the system automatically reattempts the check after 30 seconds to eliminate false positives. During this period, the check will enter an error state and raise the appropriate severity incident depending on the grouping of the check. When a check recovers, it automatically goes into a warning state. This will remain in the warning state until 10 successful check runs have been completed. All check types have several core options. Some of these default options can be configured in Administration, Settings, Monitoring. This includes auto-create checks, the max severity that can be triggered by a check failing, default check interval time, and whether or not it affects the system availability calculations. In many cases when it comes to monitoring databases and services, they may not be fronted on the public IPs for external monitoring. To reach these safely and securely, Morpheus provides an SSH tunneling mechanism for its check servers. This allows the check to be confirmed via an SSH port tunnel securely using a key pair. To configure this, go to the SSH tunneling tab when editing or creating a check. On a base installation of Morpheus, a single check server is installed on the appliance. This is used for running any custom user checks. This service connects to the provided RabbitMQ services and can be moved off or even scaled horizontally onto sets of check servers. All other checks that are related to provisioned containers or VMs are executed by the installed agent on the guest OS or Docker host. One type of check Morpheus provides is a web check, which is useful to identify if a URL is reachable and the text-to-match check criteria confirms if the website is loading with the expected values. The text-to-match characters should be within the first few lines of the page source. Another type of check is a push API check. This check can be used to send an API call to Morpheus from a platform to check if the push API is working. A push check is not polled regularly by the standard monitoring system. Instead, it is expected that an external API push updates to the status of the check timed closely with the configured check interval setting. This is used to throttle the push from performing too many status updates. The last type of check we'll note is the MySQL check, which is used to run a query on a host running MySQL. Hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions, please see our documentation linked below. Thank you.